Hello and welcome to my channel. I am the Queen of Clovers, the Queen of Wands. This is a general reading for end of summer, getting into fall, that Virgo new moon, and all the seeds and intentions we're planning for the fall and the holidays, and going back to a normal school year where schedules aren't thrown around so crazily. I think it could be a good one because of that, right? We've worked so hard. So let's just see what the energies have for us. Remember, it's a general reading. Please take what is yours, leave out all the rest. I'm also going to do a Virgo reading later today. Excuse my neighbor's noise. All right. Wow, Eight of Pentacles. That's a very Virgo card. It's a very card of the effort, the work, that we aren't necessarily in harvest time. We're right before that big effort, you know, that big fall effort for the holidays, for pulling in our crops. So we're kind of like working on things, preparing for things, holiday things. A lot of cards here. And it just feels like all our troubles and cares are kind of gone away. I have the Ten of Swords in reverse. And, you know, maybe we've been able to put some things on hold that we shouldn't have. We're going to have to move forward with those. But for now, we're just going to enjoy each other with the Four of Wands. This is a celebration. I feel like a lot of us have put in a lot of extra work to accommodate just the world in the last, you know, I started my channel in 2018. So the whole world has changed. It's a whole different place. And it seems like we've made all those accommodations. We've done the work. A lot of us are really getting to be almost masters at some sort of craft that we've picked up, or just masters at life in general, just because there's been easements and like, hey, look what happens when people get to work from home. And wow, my production's gone way through the roof. So we're coming into a season of happiness with the Ten of Cups. It's not just a happiness. Ten of Cups is a happiness. See all the flowers, all the different colors around her. Oh, I forgot to even look at the contentment. Ten of Cups, but all the flowers around her and all at the table is the holidays. It's like Thanksgiving meals, getting to see our family and our friends again. In a holiday spirit, it's that coming together of generations, all different ages, different recipes, seasons, and spices. And maybe even being able to like escape some of the difficulties that we've been working with the way we normally do, that gets us through every fall and winter. It's just a lot of, we've worked too hard to get normal. Yeah. We're not changing our minds about this. And Spirit is asking us to look at it a little differently. But at the same time, it's that same feeling of, you know, yeah, we're getting back to school, we're doing this, we're looking at it as something that can portend, you know, great things coming our way. But these are just things we have to do. There is an enjoyment in the actual action of everything we do, our everyday life, that we're celebrating already, that we've been celebrating over the summer with this Eight of Pentacles and this Four of Wands together. That's like coming out of the summer energy. And we've been celebrating a little bit. And if you don't feel you've been celebrating, please make sure you check yourself and see the things that have improved since, you know, since 2020, or since, you know, since life got a little different for everybody. And it's improving. There are differences, there are changes, there are improvements. Remember how sick you used to drag your keister, I used to, and into the office and be like in a cloud of Lysol to protect your coworkers and yourself from whatever might be going on. And there's changes, there's lots of changes. It's Ten of Cups changes. We're ready to get escaping away from this thing, even though it's better and things are getting better, whatever. This is just moving on. And this perspective of the day, this is, you know, we know we're supposed to celebrate holidays. We know we're supposed to celebrate vacations. Life has got a little more precious. And this is the asking of, hey, enjoy the day as well, the everyday, the going to school, the you know, the walks home from school. Take the time to really, you know, pull your loved ones closer while you still can. And that almost made me cry because a lot of us have lost things. And we've lost things. Even that we've worked very hard, there's still a Ten of Swords. Even though the reverse, it's still in here. There's been pain. We're not quite at the end. We may even be stalling out. This may never end. Our lives may be changed forever. And it's not that dramatic anymore. That used to be scary. That's not scary at all. Let's get some clarity on this Six of Swords escape. Let's see where we're escaping to for this Virgo season, just because where's the best place to look? The Two of Pentacles, flexibility. Makes sense. Be open. Don't be so strict in traditions. Remember, there's a lot of things we gave up, and not all of it was bad. And the Emperor, wow. So I have the Two of Pentacles. It's that work-life balance that you've always dreamed of. Have you heard of this quietly quitting? I think it's a beautiful thing because I actually have become more successful at my job. I mean, do I really want my manager's job? No, I don't. I don't want to even have to punch. I don't want to have to check time cards. It just seems ridiculous. But I like my job. I love my work. And one of the things that has made me succeed dramatically over the last 6 months is not doing other people's work. So instead of trying to like find some things and investigate some things, I actually just go, you know what? This is accounting's problem. Boom, 2 seconds, they're done. Everybody's happy. No problem happened. You know, I've kind of switched my model just a little bit, and it's actually been able to focus me on my actual work like twice as much. I know this is a little extensive, but Spirit says this is Eight of Pentacles news. This is how you become a master. And so doing less has actually dramatically shifted my whole work day. And I look really good. And every time somebody goes, can we do this? Because like on a rush. And I'm like, I'm already there, man. I've already done that. So this is that work-life flexibility, that quietly quitting. They're talking about just doing in just your job, just enough. Some of us are really happy where we are. And there's nothing wrong with that either. There's a time for climbing, and then there's a time for resting, and there's, you know, and this is what this is talking about. And take the time to run your life, to run where you're choosing your work-life balance. Be the emperor of your existence. I'm an Aries. I'm an emperor. This is the sovereignty card. And when it comes to being in charge of your own life, it means having rules about your life that you have to follow as well. Aries have rules, if you haven't known. But like, for example, before I'll go on a first date, you know, I'm only going to kiss him tonight. Maybe, and that's it. One goodbye kiss, you know, little things like that. Or I'm not going to do this, I'm not going to spend this month. I'm only going to spend $50. That's a big one for me. A rule that we set up for ourselves for success. It's not rules that, you know, so many rules we're binding. It's just like a reminder. We can go shopping and party and whatever, but this is your budget, honey. It is that really containing and organizing your lives. So it's a very Virgo energy, to be honest, but a little fiery and a little bit more passionate. There's a lot more color. Like if you wanted to remodel a place, there wouldn't be as much color. There's a demand for color, or an opportunity for color that will blend well with many other colors or make colors pop. I've just got that because of my work. Some people, the design work they've been doing is so beautiful, so beautiful. But it's that poppiness. Let's go to this manga tarot and see what we're really, see who's watching us, see where the love is coming from. I'm just gonna pull a couple because this is a really heady reading and a really like work reading. But hey, it's that Virgo season, the Knight of Cups. Ooh, love is coming in. There's an admirer coming in here, or two. It's gonna shatter your world. This is it's tower. It's a tower moment. It's a Knight of Cups tower moment. All right, once you get organized and you get your life together, maybe you get off the party scene. I can't tell you how many people are like, I need somebody in like my room in my house, you know, to help put up my Christmas tree. You know, a good step stool will do it, ladies. Okay, just kidding. But back to love. I mean, the Knight of Cups next to the Tower card. The other card next to that, the Judgment card. But this is a Judgment card as in, like, the reason it's gonna, this love, this is gonna rock your world is everybody's getting into their grooves and whatever. And the people are gonna notice the people that are missing, and they're going to be humbled at the fact that they thought they could live without. A lot of people thought we could live without other people. People talk about this lack of human touch amongst each other. Well, then why don't you reach out and touch somebody? Well, how about somebody you love? It doesn't just have to be a random stranger. Probably shouldn't be a random stranger, my darlings. But Spirit put this Knight of Cups next to this Tower, next to this Judgment, because not only is this going to rock somebody's world, but they're not going to be able to silence themselves about it. They are going to come clean about everything they've ever felt about you, even mean things. It's like a Mr. Darcy moment. Like, despite the fact that you're a broke broad, I'm going to propose to you anyway, because you are something else, Miss Elizabeth. Yeah, that was proposal number 1. 11:11 on the clock. Yeah, this person is totally having their Mr. Darcy moment. Oh dear. They're realizing they need somebody to work together with. Okay, this is somebody who really wants a partner in crime. This is somebody that... Oh. They're not a youngin'. They're trying to tell you that working with them will give you true rest. You will have to work way less hard with them around. Okay, this person was like, work. 8 of Pentacles, we're all working, we're all doing our thing. This person is going to get, bang, shot in the Tower moment. And they're going to have to prove that they're like, they're trying to skip steps is what it is, because they want to like get you bedded with the 4 of Swords. Yes, that is a thing about this 4 of Swords. It is a resting card, but it is getting somebody on their back. You know, a little defenseless, a little resting. Put down your sword, my darling. And yeah, they probably gave up on you originally, just making those words right. They might have given up on you originally or decided to turn their heads and focus on work because of the need to, so many, there's like a lot of messages. Because they couldn't get your defenses down, they felt, it made them feel like a kid. It made them feel like a little behind. And so, but now they're like, you know what? I maybe didn't give it a chance. They want to roll the dice on the World card. Well, that's the World card. Okay, they want to end, okay, this is a really good one. Okay, with the World card, they want to end a cycle. This is a cycle of being alone. And being alone in a crowd with the 3 of Cups situation, it's not that fun being single anymore. And this is a general reading. So this is that general love feeling where people realize that, you know, baking pies and, well, even eating pies for breakfast, it's just not as much fun unless you have company. And it feels like I'm missing this, and they're missing, everyone is like, want to reach out to the person that matters the most to them because they're tired. They're tired of playing with themselves. They're tired of pretending. They're tired of playing house. It's debate. It's really, nobody should get hurt in this, but people probably did get hurt. There was a 10 of Swords in the prior spread here. And it's ending the cycle of just, you know, they want to go for the deep stuff. We've done the work in the physical stuff. We've done a lot of physical stuff. There's been a lot of change in environmental research and medical research just based on, again, what we've all been through. And these changes are creating openings for people to realize that it's time to like remember what it felt like to come back together. And I see like a resurgence of like a family, or not even as a family, like when you break apart like something and then it comes back together. So like the family of mother, father, and 1.5 kids and whatever it is, and, you know, somebody drives a Subaru and somebody drives their Lexus, it's all going to break apart and it's going to fall to pieces. And when that does, and we put it back together, it's going to be completely different. I don't think it's going to be, I think there's still going to be a masculine and feminine and for polarity for long-lasting relationships. I just really know polarity is like, oof, try and fight that, huh? Oh, speaking of polarity, I got this stuff to like put in my hair. This will attract any Uber driver, and this mop top stuff. They're not a sponsor, but they are not a sponsor at all. I actually use the product, and just about every man I've seen for Uber drivers. Plus, just couldn't resist asking me about my smell. All right, Six of Pentacles. Actions we should all be taking, giving and receiving. I had this huge thing yesterday, this writing exercise I was doing for my cards, and the Six of Pentacles came out, and it was like, you know what? This is about giving and receiving, and a lot of people think receiving is sitting down and opening a present, and some of us aren't. That's not the way we receive love. So, you know, by gifts, it's not as common as you think. Touch is huge, and I know I'm probably a toucher. I know a lot of people are touchers. And with the Six of Pentacles, it's like, do you know how to receive, actively receive? So that forces somebody else to actively receive. Well, it's like when somebody serves you a meal and you say, yummy. Or, you know, somebody touches your hand and you say, are you okay? And you go, you know what? I am okay. Let me give you a hug. You know, that active receiving, like, oh my gosh, I received your attention, so let me give you this in return. It doesn't have to always be just a major thank you or a dozen roses, even though I miss receiving roses. That's the only thing about being single that's interesting. But this is the giving and receiving card, like how to give and receive in love and other things. And you're supposed to be doing this because right now, a lot of us have thought extensively about security in our lives. You know, that 3 months of income you're supposed to have in the bank. And the Queen of Pentacles, yes, a lot of us are a lot more comfortable than we ever planned on. We're like recession proofing ourselves. We're like, oh, I better call that debt collector and like set up arrangements, handle this properly, do the paperwork, protect ourselves with the Nine of Wands here. This is giving and receiving from a very rich place with protection. You know, this isn't, you know, Tony Robbins likes to say, don't bliss out so hard because everybody's going to come and steal your shit. And this is exactly what he's saying. Just keep going. Keep going. And this King of Wands, ooh, second time the Emperor was in there actually, and the Five of Swords. This is fighting fights that matter. This is fighting fights, planning plans, dreaming dreams. Ooh. And stop playing. Stop playing at happiness. Five of Wands is debate. It's practice. It's training. You're training at love? This is a lot of people who are pretending at love that aren't going to do it anymore. It's just not going to happen anymore. And some people are still going to do it, but in their hearts, we're going to know that's not the way to go anymore. And don't forget to buy pencils and a pencil sharpener and glue sticks for your kids for school, whatever you need. I don't have kids that actually go to school anymore, but I love this time of year, just the smell of school supplies at Target, or just the idea of, you know, kids getting there. Oh, look at my backpack. It has sharks on it. My Mr. Ben told me. Oh, he's so cute. All right, you guys, that's one of my nephews, Mr. Ben. All right, thank you for sharing your energy with me. I love this reading. I love my energy moving through and everybody's energy moving around. It's really groovy. All right, you guys take care, and do the YouTube things, like, subscribe, share, comment, and until next time, I will do a Virgo reading for the new moon as well. And until next time.